Welcome to Plus Roby, where we feature everything about Shopify Plus, trusted by merchants all over the world. When I say sweet tooth, to me that brings up visions of chocolate ice cream, birthday cakes, and candy bars. Lots of calories. But if you're a Shopify Plus merchant, Sweet Tooth is the #1 platform for loyalty points that will boost your revenue and customer retention. With me on the line is Steve Deckert, Director of Business Development and co-founder of Sweet Tooth. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Roby. Thank you for having me on the podcast. Really appreciate you taking the time to show the world Sweet Tooth.
By the way, everybody, Sweet Tooth has over 10,000 clients, so they must be pretty happy. They must be pretty loyal to Sweet Tooth, and many of whom are Shopify Plus merchants. Steve, why don't you give us your demo of how Sweet Tooth looks to a customer?
Yeah, sure. So Sweet Tooth, we're all about keeping customers coming back, spending more, engaging with brands, and creating that real emotional connection with brands. And this is more important now than it ever has been because it is so hard to get a customer. It is so hard to keep a customer, and there's so many options out there for customers to shop with. Customer loyalty really is an important thing in the digital age. So with Sweet Tooth, we're a Shopify and Shopify Plus loyalty app that allows retailers to reward their customers for coming back, making purchases, and engaging with them. And those customers can spend those points on discounts or cool experiences or exclusive products and things like that. So with Sweet Tooth, it's all about giving your customers an amazing experience and giving them something back in return for their loyalty and becoming a brand advocate that's sharing things on social, referring friends, writing product reviews, all of these valuable things that we need customers to do as a business. So like you mentioned, we have over 10,000 loyalty clients around the world, live loyalty programs powered by Sweet Tooth. A lot of those are on Shopify, and a lot of those are on Shopify Plus as well. And Shopify Plus is definitely, our fastest growing segment when it comes to retailers launching loyalty programs. So it's definitely a really important place for us. So this is an example of one Sweet Tooth client that's on Shopify Plus. They're called Deathwish Coffee, and their coffee is really good and really strong. I've had it before. It's awesome. I definitely recommend checking it out. And for them, there are so many options for a consumer to purchase coffee from. I can go down the street to the grocery store. There's so many options online as well. That for Deathwish Coffee, if they're able to keep those customers coming back, they're buying coffee, so it's likely that they'll be buying coffee at least every month or every few weeks. So it's very valuable for them to keep customers coming back and loyal to them as a brand. So what they did is they implemented Sweet Tooth on top of their Shopify Plus store, and they're rewarding their customers for creating a customer account, for following them on social media, for referring their friends, for every purchase they make, of course, and even giving customers points on their birthday. So on their birthday, they get 500 points in an email from Deathwish Coffee saying, "Thank you for being a customer of ours. Here's a little something to make that day, the special day, even more special." And customers can get these points and then spend them on a discount. And the way that customers engage with Deathwish Coffee's loyalty program is by clicking on the little rewards tab in the bottom. You can see that I can get points for creating a store account. I can also get points for doing things like liking them on Facebook, following them on Twitter, following them on Instagram. If I create an account right here, I'll get 100 points. You can see that I get 1 point for every dollar I spend for placing an order. If I refer my friend directly, I'll get 300 points. And there's that 500 points for my birthday as well. And then here are the discounts that I can spend my points on. So because Deathwish Coffee is a Shopify Plus merchant, they have access to the Shopify Plus gift card system. And so not only can customers spend their points on coupons, which we automatically create using the Shopify Plus API, they can also spend those points on a gift card that's also created using the Shopify Plus API.
Speaking about rewards points, Steve, let me tell you about a very popular yogurt shop that recently opened in Brentwood, where I live. The yogurt is delicious. In fact, it's too delicious. I keep telling myself, no more yogurt. But then I get an email notice that I have more yogurt points or $1 off, and then I head to the yogurt shop and buy more of their yummy yogurt.
Yeah, it's keeping you healthy and it's keeping you happy.
Well, I don't know how healthy their yogurt is, but it sure tastes good.
Yeah. So I'm going to go through an example now of what Sweet Tooth could look like for Shopify Plus. This is the Sweet Tooth Music Supply Company. It's our demo. We sell guitars, and you can see here there's a little button that says Loyalty Program in the menu. If I click that, we're taken to what's called the Loyalty Explainer page, and this is a way that we just describe the program and how it works to our customers. So you can see that I'm prompted here to join the loyalty program. And if I do join the loyalty program, I'll get 1 point for every dollar that I spend, and I can spend those points on a discount as well. You can see all the ways that I can earn points. So whether it's similar to Deathwish, creating an account, liking them on Facebook, or sharing products on Facebook or Twitter, for following them on Instagram. I also have birthday points here too. We have review points enabled here as well. So if I write a product review and I become a brand advocate that's really evangelizing about a certain product, I can get points for writing that product review, whether it's on Shopify's review app or even Yotpo. We have an integration with Yotpo that allows that to happen as well.
And I like how it's very customizable. For Deathwish, I see it's DW points, and this is music points. It's not just a generic app.
No, it's completely customized to every store. So if you remember what Deathwish's pop-up looked like, compare that to this one that you see right here as well, and you can see it's significantly different, right? And every single pop-up is unique and customized to the merchant. And that's something that you don't necessarily see with other loyalty programs. A lot of the time it's a cookie cutter approach with maybe some different colors, but with Sweet Tooth it's always customized to the merchant. It's always individual. It's your loyalty program.
Great. I like it.
And so here if I open the pop-up by clicking the tab, I'm taken to the rewards pop-up. I can see that if I join the program, I'm going to get some perks and I can earn music points. You can also see here that this program has almost a leveled system. So I've got GarageBand, Music Festival, and Sellout Stadium, and these are different tiers that are available to customers. So if I earn over 500 music points, I'll be placed into the Music Festival tier, and I get a special badge, and I can also earn points faster in that tier, as well as get some exclusive benefits. So let's see what this looks like from a customer's standpoint if I were to log in. So I'm going to sign in right now, just so we can see how many points I have. So I'm signing in as a customer. I could also be creating an account as well. So if I bring the pop-up, you can see that I'm actually in the Sellout Stadium tier, which is the top tier. I know I don't like to brag, but I'm the highest level, and I'm getting 4 music points for every dollar spent. Now compare that to the lowest tier, which is 1 music point for every dollar spent. You make sure that you're really giving the best rewards to your best customers, but at the same time you're also alluring customers to move forwards and spend more so that they can reach new tiers and get new benefits. And so I get points for doing some very simple things like placing an order or creating an account, all the things that you would expect. And if I were to do things like sharing on Facebook, I can share this store on Facebook and post it here, and I'll get some music points for doing that. If I leave a product review, I can get some points. If I follow on Instagram, I can do that. If we open up Instagram here and I click follow and I follow it through, I'd get points. Sharing products on Twitter, I can tweet this out as well. So if I send that out, now I've just got some points too. We've got a whole bunch of social rewards. One thing that I really like, it's really cool, and I'll show you a little bit more about it later, is custom actions. So anything that happens on the page that we can identify, we can actually reward customers for. So this store, in our demo store, if you upload a YouTube video describing your experience with our products, we will give you 50 music points automatically for doing that. So anything that we can detect programmatically on the page, we can reward customers points for doing, which is really cool.
When you share, for example, on Twitter, you're sharing in most cases to like-minded people. So you probably have a lot of music followers, and the same thing with Instagram, which is so powerful. And you're able to verify this?
We make sure that the share goes through successfully. With Instagram, it's following. So if they follow a brand on Instagram, then we will reward them points for doing that. But whether it's sharing on Twitter or following on Instagram or following a page on Facebook, we make sure that all of those things go through.
Boing, boing, boing. This is great.
Yeah. And so one cool thing too is the referrals. I love the referral section. This is such a great win for so many merchants. I can get my customers directly referring their friends and earning points for doing that. So every customer can be given a referral link that they can share on Facebook. They can share it on Twitter as well if they'd like. And if they do that, or maybe they just copy this code and they paste it, in their signature, or they
Uh-huh.
send it to their friend on another social network or an email if they want. But if their friend enters this URL, let's say they click on Facebook and they click on this URL, we bring them to the site and we open the pop-up on the referral section. We say that your friend Steve Deckert sent you a gift for $10 off. So if I enter in my email and I click I want it, I've just been given a coupon code that is now also emailed to me, and I can use that coupon code to get 10% off, $10 off my order. I'll create an account. Now the store's got a new customer. That customer's happy because they've got a discount, and the existing customer that referred them also gets points for when that person makes a purchase. So it's a really great way to organically grow your business with those brand advocates that you already have. What's great about this is that once you get someone in the loyalty program, once they're earning points, they don't even need to seek discounts anymore or look at competitors because they have what's called a switching cost. So they have these loyalty points that can get them a discount on their next order, and they have a reason not to switch to another competitor. So by implementing a loyalty program, you're really increasing what's called the share of wallet that you have with customers. So let's say that a customer's discretionary spending on something like music products is $500 a year. If I can capture all $500 of that, 100% of their share of wallet for that category, they're loyal to me. And a loyalty program is a really great way to create that switching cost so they don't go to competitors. Let's show you an example of what one of these switching costs would be. So I now have some points from all of the sharing that I've just done. If I click redeem, I can get a $5 coupon code. This has been created using the Shopify Plus API automatically. I've got this special coupon code that's unique to just me. This coupon code here, it's been emailed to me, and now if I go and check out, I can get that discount on my next order.
So during this same shopping experience, they can use that code.
Exactly. They can use it immediately. So that's the front end of Sweet Tooth. That's the experience. Let me show you a little bit about how we set this all up so you can get an understanding of kind of the nuts and bolts behind everything. So this is the Sweet Tooth admin panel, and this is where everything's set up. When you log into Sweet Tooth, the first thing that you're going to see is a quick snapshot of your program. You're going to see how many program members you have, how many points have been earned, and how many points have been spent, as well as the last few earnings and spendings that have happened in your store. So you can see the last few customers that have earned points. This customer earned them for following on Instagram. This person earned them for also for sharing on Facebook and for creating a store account. Someone spent their points on a gift card. And there are a lot of things here that you can see that just as a quick spot check to make sure your program's working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're setting up your program, the first thing you might do is actually customize how your program looks. So if you want to customize how the pop-up works, you would do that in the display section here. We can do a ton of things. So we can change the colors that we associate with the program. We can change the font. We can change the background color. We can even make the background translucent if we want. We can change the layout. We can even, if we want, change the background image in our logo, right? So there's a lot of customization that can go here. And by having all of these options, all these different combinations, you can make sure that your program looks and feels different to your customers than any other program that's out there. So another thing that merchants might do is customize the tab. So that little tab that appears in the bottom or left or right, you can choose what color it is. You can change the font, change the text, change the position if you want it, let's say, in the middle instead of on the right side. You can do all that kind of stuff. You even have the option to run what's called a tabless loyalty program. So what that allows you to do is instead of having a tab, you can hide the tab, which you can do right here. If we hit no, you can hide the tab and then have the loyalty program only be opened by clicking links. And these links could be in the menu or on a page like this. So, an example would be if this tab was hidden and I click here to open the program. So I can open up the program in different sections of the program with links. And this is good for merchants who want to really control their customer experience. They don't necessarily want a points tab on their site. They can have it in the menu, they can have it in email, they can have it on social media, anywhere they want their customers to click to open up the loyalty program. So the next section that someone might customize is the notification section. And this is all the emails that go out to a customer from earning, spending points, if they reach certain levels, if they've earned a coupon. You have full access to the HTML and CSS. You can edit the template. You can really make it look great with different points variables and loyalty variables. And making sure that it matches your branding. Again, one thing with Sweet Tooth that you're going to notice is that we really want to make sure that this matches your store's brandings and it looks completely in line with the rest of your site.
I see you have a lot of placeholders there, so you can really customize those emails all kinds of ways.
So the next section you might look at if you're starting your Sweet Tooth program is how customers can earn points. So in this program, you can see that we've got what's called a tiered program. So we've set up a tiered program with 3 levels. We've got GarageBand, Music Festival, Sellout Stadium, based on the number of points that the customers earned in their lifetime or maybe just in the past year. We can send them an email once they unlock that tier. We can give them different benefits once they reach different tiers too. So in the Sellout Stadium tier, which is achieved if you reach 1,000 points in all time, you get extra points for every dollar that you spend, and maybe let's say that you get early access. You get a coupon or an email, 7 days before everyone else gets them, and that's your best customers get that exclusive experience. And so once you have these tiers set up, you can decide if you want to use these tiers. Let's say that you do. Now you can see that customers in different tiers get different amount of points based on how much they've spent. So you can see here that the GarageBand gets 1 point for every dollar they spend, 2 points for Music Festival, and 4 for the Sellout Stadium. So these different exclusive perks for customers in different levels.
Great motivation.
Absolutely. And it's motivation for me to continue being a customer. And as I become a more loyal customer, I get better rewards. And that just makes sense from a customer standpoint. So one other thing you're going to see here too is that we have conditions. So we can say that, maybe our wholesale customers can't participate in this loyalty program. And maybe we want to say that, maybe only orders that are more than, let's say, our minimum order value of $15 can get points as well. That way we're really controlling, where our margin's going. So, there's a lot of customization you can do to make sure that this program is running just for the right customers that you want to be earning points. We also have a ton of other rewards here. So everything that you saw on the front end before, liking on Facebook, sharing on Facebook, welcome points for creating an account, following on Twitter, following on Instagram, sharing products on Twitter. Here's the custom reward here that we have. So, if someone uploads a YouTube video on the web page, we can automatically detect that and give customers points, which is really cool. And this can be anything. This could be visiting a specific page if you want. This could be clicking a specific button if you want. Anything that we can view programmatically on the web page can be automatically integrated with Sweet Tooth, so that we're giving customers points for doing that.
Great. I keep saying great over and over again because that's all I can say. That's my only adjective I can use with you.
That's okay with me. Yeah, it's we keep adding a lot more features as we go. So while you can see that we have a ton of features here, there are always plenty more coming. We are really investing in this technology, making sure that your program is up to date. You have new ways for customers to earn points, so that your program is exciting and it's really fun to engage with. If it's the same stale program, it's going to get old quick. And we want to keep our customers loyal, so we want to give them new ways to be earning points and sharing the brand.
I like that.
So there's also referrals and birthdays and product reviews here. If we go over to spending points, this is probably the next thing that you do too. So you'd create how customers can spend their points. And if you're using Shopify Plus, you can reward customers with a discount coupon, with whether it's a flat rate off or a percentage off. You can also give them free shipping. So we can automatically create a free shipping coupon that customers can spend those points on. And we also support gift cards as well. So customers can choose how many points they're spending on a gift card. And what's great about this is that gift cards can be used in tandem with a coupon. So if you want your customers to be able to use coupons and also spend some of their points on discounting the order, gift card is a really great option for that. And so let's say that you've got your program set up, you have your displays set up correctly, and your customers are earning and spending points the way that you want them to. Another section that you might check out is the report section right here. So you want to make sure that the program is running really well. You can see how many points have been earned and spent in the past little while. You can also see how many program members you have and making sure that that's growing, how much revenue those program members are contributing towards the store, and also what percentage of repeat purchasers you have and how many repeat purchasers you have. So you can see all of these things over time and making sure that you're going to see sales lifts in all of those things. Another thing you might do is jump over to customers. So if you want to look up a certain customer, let's say that this customer, Steve Deckert, calls in. I can look them up by name or email. I can look up their entire history and see if they've earned or spent points, what coupons they've got, how many points they have. I can even see their referral link right here, and I can make an adjustment as well. So let's say this customer, Steve Deckert, let's say that his order was a little bit late, and he called in and complained. We could give Steve 300 points and say, sorry for the shipping delay. Instead of giving them a coupon, we can give them points so they can choose what they want to spend those points on. And if I do that, the points are given to the customer, and now they have 300 points.
And of course, the customers are able to check all of this in real time, where their points
Totally.
are growing and so forth.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we can also spend points for the customer too. So if we want, we can click here. And this is going to open up this customer's specific spending interface. So we can open up this customer's spending interface. We can spend their points for them. And then that means that we would get a coupon on their behalf. And this is great if a customer is calling in. You can look them up. You can spend their points, grab the discount code, and apply it for them. So if they're calling in to place an order, you can handle that for them as well. Another way that we support customers earning and spending points is using Shopify POS. So whether it's online or if a customer's calling in to place an order or if it's at point of sale, we support all of those ways to allow customers to earn and spend points. And that's kind of sweet too. There's a lot of settings and other things that we can set up. So we can choose what currency we have and the name of our store, what our points are called. We can choose which email our emails come from. We can even customize when to automatically reward points. So let's say that if an order is paid, we're going to automatically reward those points. And if an order is refunded or let's say voided, then those points will automatically be canceled. So we don't need to worry about making sure that we have administration and everything set up for that. So there's a lot of customization here. And you can make sure that the program is completely set up to the way that you want it to be.
And the other thing I'm noticing that you're basing your the cost of the plan on the work you've done to increase loyalty. You're not basing it on how many visitors do they already have, but how much value you've added to the merchant's account based on loyalty.
Exactly, yeah. So the way that we, other than features, the way that we choose which plan a customer's in is based on the number of loyalty program members they have, how many active loyalty program members they have. And this is different than some apps because some apps will do this based on the number of orders that they're placing. And so, right now, when we're recording this, it's October. For a lot of merchants, it's ramping up into the busy season, and they're going to be getting a lot of orders. But that doesn't necessarily mean that their loyalty program is working any harder. So, they're basically being penalized for having lots of orders when the loyalty program may not necessarily be creating all of those orders. So for us, the billing metric that we use, the success metric we use is number of loyalty program members that we have engaging in the program. And that way that as you go up in plans, if you are increasing the number of loyalty program members you have, that's the number of loyal customers that you have. And that your business is being successful. And you can reward them as many times as you'd like. They can place as many orders as they'd like. And it's the same billing system. So you don't get penalized for having those customers place repeat orders.
And of course, this is great motivation for the people at Sweet Tooth to add more and more features because that keeps the merchants happy and their customers happy, and it's a win-win-win, as they say in this business, for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And we did this on purpose. We wanted to make sure that our plans were aligned with actual merchant success. And we wanted to keep ourselves honest and make sure that our programs are actually driving value. Because if they weren't doing this, then we wouldn't be growing the number of loyal customers each merchant has. So it's really important for us to make sure that we're honest with our plans and with our software, and making sure that this is actually driving real business results at the end of the day.
So you have quite a few Shopify Plus merchants under your wing.
Yeah, we do. We have hundreds actually. So Shopify Plus has been our fastest growing segment, and I think that's because Shopify Plus merchants really see, the same value they see in having a Shopify Plus account manager and someone to help them get set up and onboard them. They see the same in Sweet Tooth, in that we have account managers, we have the loyalty expertise to help them get the best loyalty program set up as fast as possible. And that's really, our technology is great, our product is great, but, really at the end of the day, we're loyalty experts, and we're allowing you to use our tool to its full potential with that expertise that we have. So some examples of Shopify Plus merchants that we have are Mantra Band. They sell bracelets basically, and we power their program. We've got Rowdy Gentleman who has their Rowdy Gentleman rewards points, and we power that program as well. Bottle Keeper, we power their program. They've got a really cool referral program where if you refer a friend, you get a credit for a free Bottle Keeper, and they're a Shopify Plus merchant. There's actually a post on the Shopify Plus blog about their referral program that I recommend you check out. We also have Mist Hub as well, so we power their Vape Reward points program where customers can get points and get upgraded from one tier to the next. ShopHopes.com, another Plus merchant, really great. Referrals have been a really big, strong element of their program. There's also Man Outfitters. We power their program too, and Evie's Tree. They do clothing for females. So, this is another Sweet Tooth program. You can see this is another customization that's been made to make it their own program. So there are quite a few loyalty programs on Shopify Plus powered by Sweet Tooth. That's our best segment, and that's kind of the number one place that you'll see Sweet Tooth is with Shopify Plus merchants.
So different merchants have different types of rewards that work best for them. So they have a whole bucket full of rewards features available that they can choose and try out.
Exactly, yeah. And we will help them with those recommendations on what type of program to make, because chances are if they're in any industry, we've launched programs in those industries. So we know what works, we know those customers, and we know how to quickly launch a program that will be the most successful program possible.
Okay, so I'm a Shopify Plus merchant. I've seen this webinar, and what's my next step?
Yeah, so definitely visit our website, sweettoothrewards.com. You can see our pricing here, but if you're on Shopify Plus, you really should be in our enterprise plan, which is a custom plan put together just for you. It includes a lot of services, a lot of help to get set up, and a lot of recommendations. So if you go to sweettoothrewards.com/pricing, you'll see that we have our enterprise plan. You can get in contact with us there. If you click to apply, you can enter in your information here and we'll get in touch. And if you mention this podcast, we have a Shopify Plus special offer, which is 20% off your first year of Sweet Tooth Enterprise, as well as a free onboarding package. And that onboarding package is normally $3,000. What that gets you is 60 days unlimited access to a loyalty consultant. Wow. It gets you a free explainer page designed, and it gets you a free terms of service page too. So it is the complete, concierge offering to make sure that your program is set up, and that's free of charge if you apply for our Sweet Tooth Enterprise plan.
And I guess you mentioned Plus Roby. Is that the whole idea?
Yep, and if you mention this webcast, we'll offer 20% off the first year of Sweet Tooth Enterprise.
So go ahead and mention Plus Roby, and you get the deal.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve, for taking the time to bring us this informative and feature-packed webinar.
Thank you so much for having me on, Roby. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing the webcast.
Join us next time for Plus Roby, where we feature everything about Shopify Plus, including behind the scenes at Shopify Plus, app demos, and interviews with Shopify key players, podcasts, webinars, and much more. Please share, like, tweet, retweet, and, well, you get my drift. I'm Roby Gorin. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you at plusroby.com.